Shafeen Mustaq. So Shafeen is a Bangladeshi-born, first-generation Australian Muslim woman working in the APS. Shafeen is passionate about enduring positive social change and has published a book on her experiences speaking to rural women in Bangladesh, empowered through microcredit. She has extensive experience as a management consultant, delivering strategy and transformation for government, through which she has picked up communication, negotiation, mediation, and engagement skills. Please welcome Shafeen Mustaq.
Thank you, Alicia, and esteemed colleagues for being here today. I'm here today to speak to you about the intergenerational gap in multicultural families. This is a major issue confronted by immigrant children and their families. It's called the acculturation gap. It's been alluded to by my colleagues here. It emerges between generations over time. The process of acculturation begins when immigrants enter a new country and experience changes in language, behaviour, attitudes, and values. Children become involved in this new culture relatively quickly. They attend school, they attend cultural functions, they bond with their peers. But their parents may never acquire sufficient comfort with the new language and culture to become socially integrated into the new country. In addition, immigrant children may have few opportunities to participate in and learn about their heritage culture. I believe that this is an important issue to address because immigrant parents and children increasingly live in different cultural worlds. Such acculturation gaps have been linked to family conflict and adjustment, as has been alluded to previously. My recommendation is that schools lead counselling and outreach programs that aim to establish clear and enduring communication channels between migrant parents and their children. The cultural beliefs of individual family members and the entire family informs decisions made about the child and the family itself. Culture shapes our values on key issues such as family roles, goals, caregiving practices, learning, education, school readiness, child behaviour, and the nature of childhood itself. Intergenerational cultural dissonance is a clash between parents and children over these cultural values, and it occurs so commonly among immigrant families that it's actually regarded as a normative experience. Intergenerational conflict describes cultural, social, or economic discrepancies between generations, which may be caused by shifts in values or conflicts of interest between younger and older generations. A cultural generation gap reflects an emerging cultural divide between the young and the old as they adapt to change in different ways. Different age groups represent different generations, which were raised and became adults in specific eras and may be more or less receptive to the cultural changes brought about by emerging social change and new racial groups. Generational gaps are also caused by increased life expectancy, rapid changes in society, and the mobility of society. Generational differences vary in degrees of severity and impact. Areas of disagreement between young and old can range from low severity, such as taste in music, to high impact, such as use of technology and its impact on familial relationships. There was a study conducted in North America recently to identify the key themes and commonalities between migrant parents. And in parents, the key themes that emerged were the perceived erosion of familialism, parenting stress, and taking back control. Some of these things that can be difficult to manage as a parent from a different culture include language barriers, different opinions on things such as discipline, curfews, and dating someone from a different culture or religion. These gaps are thought to give rise to family misunderstandings and conflict, which in turn have a negative impact on migrant children. Migrant children's responses in the interviews revealed two things: family conflict, and attachment and dependency on family relationships. Now, these themes that have emerged in North America are very, very similar to the studies and the themes that have come out in the speeches of my colleagues here today. The commonality is in a lack of cultural understanding, a lack of respect, communication, and a lack of acknowledgement of the hopes and dreams of their children. And these are a few of the major obstacles that younger demographics are up against. So in order to work effectively with families from diverse backgrounds, it is recommended that school professionals need to understand the culture of the families that they work with and design outreach and communication strategies that respond to the specific social, cultural, and linguistic values and needs of that group. Thank you very much.